Hey everyone, welcome to Donna's Sewing Circle. Come on in, I've saved a seat for you. There's room for everyone. Today we're on lesson 12, troubleshooting your sewing machine. This is a printable, it is free. There's 15 of them that goes with this 15 video series. You can check the description or the comment below to find the link. All you need to provide is your email address and you'll get these for free. And what I did, I took them to the library, I printed them on cardstock, and had them laminate them. Then you can keep them close to your sewing machine and refer to them as needed. But today we're doing troubleshooting your sewing machine. There's always something it seems that can go wrong with your machine, and there's some quick fixes. So let's get into it. And the first thing we're going to do is, my thread has been breaking recently. So one of the things that you could do to possibly prevent it from happening again is replacing your needle. So we're going to replace the needle. I'll show you how to do that. I'm actually going to take the foot off. You push this button on the back of your, see it right here? See my finger? There's a little button here. If you push it toward you, it will release your foot. Okay, so to take the needle out, we need a screwdriver. Let me get a needle first. I want just a regular needle. I don't want anything fancy. These are organ needles. I've had these for years. Going to yard sales or auctions. Okay. When you put a needle in, there's two sides to a needle. There's a flat side. You can run your hand on it. See in the video, you can see it's flat. And then there's a round side. The flat side faces the back of your sewing machine. The rounded side is towards you. Okay? Let's take the needle out. There's a screw right here. I don't know if you can see it. But if you get on your sewing machine, you'll see it. There's a screw. Sometimes you don't need a screwdriver, but this ain't gonna work. Needs a. It helps to have the right screwdriver. There it is. That's the one that goes with the sewing machine. It's in that little screw hole. Perfect. Okay, as you saw, the needle fell right out. I actually have a box in the house a friend gave me that is for needles. So I'm going to put that here until I bring that box upstairs. All right. Remember what I said, the flat part goes to the back. You slide it up in the hole as far up as you can get it. That's very important that you put it up there as far as you can get it. Then you tighten the screw so it don't fall back out. All right. Now I'm going to thread my machine and see if that helps the breaking of the thread that I've been experiencing. All right, now to put your foot back on, see this little bar here? If you can see it, there's a little bar. There you go. That bar? That bar catches this little foot right here, this little handle down. So you line that bar up with that handle, lower your foot until it catches it. And you'll know when it clicks when you catch it. And then when you raise your foot up and down, it goes. It is magnetic. That's how it's able to do it. All right, let me get a piece of fabric here. It's 2-layer, which just means I've folded it. You always have 2 pieces of fabric when you're sewing. All right, let's see if this helps any. All right, it sure did. The thread did not break. It normally has been breaking as soon as I get to this stage. The stitches look good. They're a little loose on the bottom. See the blue? It should not be showing through. So we're going to tighten it. This is your tension gauge. If you have loose threads, turn it to the bigger number. Let's see what that does. I taught on tension here a couple of days ago. Stitches look good on the top. They're still showing on the bottom, but they are better. They're not as bad as it was. I'm going to tighten it just a little bit more. See if that helps. If not, I'll go the other way and we'll try loosening it. Because that may be actually be what I need to be doing, is loosening it, not tightening it. Stitches still look good on the top. They're still showing on the bottom. So now I'm going to loosen it. My machine was set at 3 the other day, so that could be why I had it set on 3. Normally your tension needs to be set on 4 when you're working with cotton. Sometimes machines can be finicky. Mine is being finicky. The top is good. It's the bottom one. And the bottom is probably too loose. So I'm going to have to mess with the tension. But usually just scrolling this back and forth will help you. Just take your time with it. Okay, another thing is sometimes you'll get jams down here. I don't think I got the right screwdriver. It has a screw here, and you usually have to have one of those little bitty screwdrivers to get to it. It's actually downstairs in my dining room where I sew my projects. So I don't know if I can get to that or not. Let's see. I got a handy dandy box that's got everything in it, except for what I need, of course. I do not have one of those specialty. But if you get a jam, you can take your bobbin out. And you can sometimes tell if you've got a jam. Actually, here. We could take this piece off. Every machine is different. So I can take this off. Oh my. And I'm going to turn my machine off and I'm going to actually clean it. That's part of what you need to do with your machine is clean it. I like to use Q-tips. I haven't been up here to sew for a long time. So it's accumulated quite a bit of dust sitting up here. So you just go through. If you're finding you're having problems with your sewing machine, sometimes all you got to do is open it up and clean it. I'm actually kind of glad it was dirty like this so I could show you. You just take your Q-tip and clean where you can access. Make sure your machine is off. So you just clean until you don't get anything else out. So that was a good lesson there. So that's one thing you do. Whew, that was a dirty sewing machine. Okay, then you put your bobbin back in. Your bobbin, there's two ways. If you look at it this way, which may be backwards for you, that's a letter P. When the string hangs to the left, it's a letter P. If you were to flip it around and the string hangs from the right side, that is a letter Q. When you put your bobbin in your sewing machine, you needed a letter P. P is for perfect. So when the string is hanging to the left, you put it back in there. Actually, I need to put this back in first. And this, all you gotta do is slide it back in there. It goes right back in very easily. Put this in as a letter P. Follow the guide. All right. My machine's going to sew really well now. Let's see, what else? We discussed tension, how to fix your tension. We've showed you how to clean your sewing machine. And if your thread is breaking, a lot of times it's because it needs a new needle. Sometimes when it puckers, if you're sewing and the fabric begins puckering, it's because the needle is dull. So just simple little fixes can really make your sewing a whole lot smoother. If you have any other questions, anything that you need the questions on, shoot me a comment below and I'll do what I can to answer them. And I will see you all next lesson, which will be lesson 13.